What's up, YouTube? Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy? Not sure if I should be live by now. We missed you last night. Can you hear me there, Ken? There you go. Yeah, we kind of missed you last night. We had several of my granddaughters in here and Recon and I can't remember who else. Velvet was here last night. That's good. Well, I got the camper. You weren't here last night, so I'll fill you in. I did get the camper. The guy just couldn't get a hold of me because his phone broke. So he was working out of town, so he had to have him overnight a phone to him. No, I haven't heard from Brad at all. Plus, I haven't texted him at all either, so. What's up, Recon? How's it doing, bud? I've been searching the internet trying to figure out the right way to hook up that fifth wheel and what the procedures are to hook it up right. You know, because I know it's got different jacks in the front and the back and all that stuff, and trying to find a way to manually get that slide in back in. Haven't had a lot of luck yet. Hi, Trinity. How you doing, sweetie? I was just thinking about whether I should text you or not, but I thought, well, maybe I'll wait and see if she pops in first. Moved in today and you're sick, so it's been a long day. What are you sick from? Get a cold again or something, or what? Or you're just sick of moving? Probably sick of moving. I know how that is. I hate moving. And I dread us moving from here. We have a lot of stuff to pack. Some sort of cold. Well, that's sometimes people get cold sometimes in the spring more than they do in the summer. Yeah, I figured that didn't help at all, Trinity. Yeah, I know they use the trailer with the hook. At least I'm told. I have no idea. Um, but there's also a procedure of the raising it up to get to the fifth wheel and all that, and the back you gotta let down so you can bring it up and all that baloney. Might have a sinus infection there, Trinity. Ken, we're working on trying to get my other son, my oldest son, to build us a shed. Nothing real big, but a 12 by 12 to get at least as much as we can into it. I wanted to get something a lot bigger so I could have part of a studio in it, but just can't afford to do that. Yeah, she just got over COVID, not too long ago, recon, so, I would think that it wouldn't be that again, I hope. Well, I'm hoping they do know what they're doing. I know the guy that does it is that's gonna haul it is an actual certified mechanic and everything, so I'm sure he probably knows more about it than I do, but he may not be familiar with that particular brand of fifth wheel camper. So hopefully we'll be able to figure it out. Yeah, I've had a bit of a sinus problem myself lately, Trinity. So I know how that is. I was doing a lot of sneezing too, bit of a runny nose and all that stuff, and sneezing. Well, my wife just got the second shot today, and the first shot hurt her arm. The second one's not doing it any better either, but she it took about 2 or 3 days before the pain went away in her arm. But she hasn't had any side effects that we know of that she said not that I've not that she's mentioned anyway. Um, we're both anxious to get the camper moved as soon as possible. My daughter's got some people coming over tomorrow to help clean up some of the area where it's gonna go and make sure there's enough room for it. 'Cause things kinda have to go in order. We need to get the camper in first, and then because there's not a lot of room, so then we gotta get an area beside it cleared out because there's some other stuff there and, to build the shed. But, my son's supposed to be Trinity's father, actually. He's supposed to be getting a list of material. There's no you don't test drive a camper, Ken, it pulls behind your truck. It's not a motorhome. As a motorhome would be no big deal, I just get in and drive it, but it's not. It's a fifth wheel. You have to have a special hitch for it, but it's a big one, that's for sure. I heard also not to take, ibuprofen when you're getting the COVID shot. It reacts to it. So, Trinity, did you get everything moved? Oh, yeah, of course I looked through it really good. I know it's a fixer-upper, basically, somewhat, but most of it's okay and intact, but, I mean, it's just, you know, the guy gave me a little bit of break on the price. Uh, I got it for like $3,000. You're talking about a camper that probably originally was $30,000 or more, but it's a 2004, and it's got 3 slide outs, which makes it a lot of room. I'll just have to deal with it the way it is, and get, because I'm not familiar with the fifth wheel. I've had a camper before, but it was a regular pull behind type hitch. Right, the fifth wheel is mounted up in the center of the bed of the truck. Yeah. Yeah, I know what they look like and everything. It's just, I've never used one before. They were honest with me and told me what didn't work. I know one of the AC units don't work. That's not a problem because you can put another AC unit in one of the windows. That's not a big deal. So I'm not worried about that again. So it's been more of a debate of whether I want to get an AC unit with heat built into it, with a heat pump for the window, which are a little more expensive, or just go ahead and get the AC unit for now and then figure out the heat later on. Good luck, Recon. Hit the jackpot. But anyway, Ken, I mean, for the most part, I'd say it's in fair condition. One of the biggest items is cleaning it. It's been sitting for a while, so it's a little musty smelling. Shampooing the carpets, fixing a few little things here and there. The floors are all solid. There's no soft spots in the floor, no leaks that we could find anywhere. There was a leak. They showed me exactly where it was. It was fixed, and they replaced that part of the floor already, so that was already done. Um, it does have the stove, which works off gas and electric. That works. It's got a microwave that works. It's got a furnace that works off gas and electric. That works. Hot water heater, same thing. They did tell me they didn't use gas at all when they use it themselves, but um, which included the stove. But usually the stove's not a big deal. I mean, I've dealt with a stove just like the one that's in it before. So it's just gas lines, making sure they're hooked up right and check them and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, it's got a shower in it and a toilet. It has the gray water tank, the black water tank for sewage and all that stuff. Pretty good size ones. It's got the hot water heater. It's got a water tank with a water pump. I mean, it's got all that stuff in it. It's even got a big ceiling fan up in the living rooms, and it's 35 feet long with 3 pullouts. That makes it pretty good size. It opens it up a lot, so you're not stuffed in that little camper all the time. You drive each other nuts in some of them little campers, especially for a longer period of time. It's a big difference between going on a weekend getaway and staying in a camper for months, maybe a year or whatever. That was my main reason for wanting to build a studio, to get out of the camper, in a good size studio at that, like at least a 12 by 16 or a 16 by 16, so that we could get out of the camper and have more room to do other things. And we just have to wait until we can figure out when we can do that. It's got one big bedroom in there that has a slide out, which makes the bedroom a lot bigger, more comfortable. The bathroom doesn't have the shower and the sink and the toilet in the same room. They're separate. The shower is a good shower with the shower doors, not a curtain. shower doors like a house, and it has a separate vanity for shaving and whatever, and then the toilet's in a separate room all by itself. Oh, yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. And I love cherry wood. I'm a big fan of cherry wood. But yeah, no way I could afford 15,000. Hey, Ken, I don't remember if you were here or not. Um, do you remember we was talking about the water spray bottle, and you said about it being for oil and acrylic? You remember that? I mentioned it in another video again, but you weren't here. But I didn't know if you watched the live again or not. From the one I mentioned it again. Well, anyway, you weren't totally wrong because when I told you that was for acrylic, I think what you remember is and I know you watched the video because you commented on it, I think. I did the video on how to stretch canvas, and I did mention in that video that whether it's for oil painting or acrylic, that's probably where you got that from. So I wanna let you know that you really weren't wrong in thinking what you were thinking, but it really, I mean, you don't use obviously for water for oil paint, but the spray bottle is used on the back of the canvas, and you spray it on, you move around with your hands and wet it, and you tap the canvas like a drummer. You hear it getting tighter and tighter like a drum, and that's before you use it for either oil or acrylic. So I think that's probably what you were thinking when we were discussing it the other day. So I just wanted to bring that up to you that that's probably why you thought it was for oil and acrylic. Well, it'll be nice. It'll be really nice, trendy when we're done. I mean, I know in the shed here we actually have some new carpet out there somewhere. Not a lot of it, but the camper's not exactly huge, so I think we'll be able to replace. Most of the carpet is pretty good. We may replace a little bit of it with some that we have. So we do have some carpet to put in if we want. It's got 2 desks in the thing even, a small desk, not big enough for my live stuff and whatever, but mainly they're made for a small cubby hole, like in a laptop, really, more than anything. One in the bedroom and there's one in the living room. Well, you better get it plugged in. But anyway, back to Ken, I just wanted to let you know that you definitely were thinking about it in the kind of the right way, but the spray bottle is really just for the wireless to tighten up the canvas only. Um, no, not really. I don't do a lot of painting outside, Ken, because frankly, that's what cameras are for. I can't, I can paint a picture as well from a picture and be more comfortable inside. And with some of my health issues, I'm better off inside than outside. Um, so I just take a picture of whatever I want and paint it. And in Florida here, a lot of these areas around here, we live around a lot of water. The Swanee River is pretty close. The Gulf of Mexico is real close. Cedar Key is close. You got a lot of water everywhere. And of course, water breeds mosquitoes. So sitting outside doing a painting is really tough because the mosquitoes will eat you alive, you know, especially when you're near water. And we get a lot of deer around here, so a lot of deer flies and horse flies and everything else, and they tend to just be aggravating. Of course, you can come see it, Trinity. Yep. You know where it'll be. It'll be in Jennifer's backyard. Unless we somehow miraculously get a piece of land with a well and a septic tank on it and all that stuff to move it to. But we don't have the money for that right now either. So, but you never know. It would be a step at a time. If I got a place with a well and a septic tank or a place with a lot, even if it was a city lot where you actually had sewer and water to the lot, um, which would be great. Then I could put the camper there probably, and then eventually save up some more until we could eventually put a mobile home there or something, and then retire the camper basically for actually what they're good for, camping. But then I have to get a truck to do that. Yeah, you better get it and try it out because I got one here that was only a 55 inch, thinking it was going to be a good quality one, and it's nowhere near as good as I thought it was going to be. But it was for one of the clients, so I didn't bother bringing it back. It's good. They don't mind it. I mean, it's not that it's horrible. It's just, of course, we were used to a plasma TV, a big 52-inch plasma, and the new LED ones or whatever they are not as good. The one we just got was a Viso, but the one we used to have here was a Samsung plasma. That was a $5,000 TV. You can't compare that, and I realized that when I was thinking about it, with a $500 TV. There's no comparison. But now, Ken, I have gone out to local scenery as far as what your question was, and taken pictures of local areas and painted some things. In fact, Trinity has a painting I did of the backyard. We have a pond in the backyard. So I made sure I did that painting, and she has it. Well, you're not the only one that has no idea what it means, recon, because I don't either. I'd have to look it up on the web. Excuse me. We just had a seventh person in name, but they didn't talk or nothing. They've already been here for they were here for about a minute, then they left. And I didn't even say anything this time, Recon. I said, I don't know anything about Weibo's operating system either. I'd have to look it up on the web, on the internet. I mean, it's probably something to do with this being a smart TV, most likely, I guess. I don't know. There's Velvet. Hey, Velvet. That must have been you that tried to get on a little while ago and you lost connection. Velvet, is Timmy awake still? Okay, Velvet. Hey, Velvet, is Timmy still awake? Ask Timmy if he's ever pulled a camper with a fifth wheel before. I'm just curious. He has? So he knows kind of the steps on how to do it then. He's familiar with the jacking it up and all that stuff and removing the stabilizers and all that stuff. Ask me ever dealt with a stuck slide out. He has? Well, yes, we might have to arrange to make him come there with us. We'll have to talk to him or something tomorrow or something, or this weekend whenever he's off or something. I'm assuming Mark Brown's probably pulled one before, but I still want to be a little bit prepared to figure it out. Because that slide out stuck, one of them stuck halfway out. And I'd like to be able to get it back in if possible, but I'm not sure how. It's stuck out, about halfway out. I'm sure, I think it's electric, so um, it could be who knows what. But there's supposed to be a manual override crank. You can manually crank it back in. And I've been looking it up on the internet, but every freaking manufacturer, they seem to be different. And I haven't found my particular camper yet on how to override it manually and turn it in. The other two, from what I'm told, go out and in just fine. Just that one that's stuck halfway out. Well, it's all the bottom's all sealed up, so I doubt there's a stick in it, but um, who knows? And the people that did own it, the woman told me they were going around and hitting everything with WD-40 and all that stuff before, so hopefully that's not a problem. Well, I think it runs on electric. It's probably got a inverter in it, converter or whatever, and you can plug it in. And they're right there where the power pole is, so it can be plugged in. I'm just concerned about maybe it getting jarred loose because it's only out about a foot and a half, so it's still within the legal limit to drive it to pull it on the road, but may have to find some way to secure the dang thing to make sure it doesn't come out. No, I don't think I have, Ken. Never seen it. I mean, I know there's a lot of artists that get together and they go somewhere and they paint the same thing, but not that they put together, but they'll paint the same um, landscape or something like that. Yeah, I'm familiar with the PB Blaster and all that stuff, but and they're not oiling just that because there was a woman that has it's a pretty old woman, but she's familiar with the camper some, but they've never had a problem with the slide out, so she don't have a clue where the mechanical parts are or how to get to them or the override. So you can't oil something where you don't know where it is. You gotta find it. And that's easier said than done because like I said, the bottom is all sealed. You gotta figure out where that spot is. You don't want to rip the whole thing apart. You need to know right where the hell the damn thing is and how to get to it. You know, the old thing of it's the right way and the wrong way. You want to do it the right way the first time. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a mess. Yeah, that sounds like we may have to do that. We'll have to bring some tools with us and check on it and get it ready. And I can call the woman ahead of time Saturday and tell her that we're going to come over and kind of prep it and take a look at it and see if we can get it to go in. Oh yeah, I've already thought of that. I've done that recon. I just haven't come up with a manual for it yet. It's a 2004, and you can get manuals for the holiday campers, but I have not found one that said Holiday Rambler Vista yet. Got lots of other models, but not for that particular model. And they vary from model to model. So don't know. I ain't found one yet. I'm still looking. I haven't given up yet. But yeah, that's the first thing I think of anyway is the internet and YouTube, whatever, and the internet's my friend when it comes to looking up stuff like that. I work on motorcycles now and then. I've done a lot of work on some bikes over the years, and if I didn't have a manual for it, right to the internet I went and YouTube. And of course, if it was for one of my relatives or whatever, I made them buy a damn manual anyway. Well, I've done all that recon. I've got the model number and VIN number, everything. I'm still not powering up. It just sends you to Holiday's website. So maybe tomorrow I'm gonna go to that holidayrambler.com, see if there's a phone number, and give them a call and tell them the situation. And hopefully there's somebody there that can help me and point me into the right direction or send me. It may be an offline manual. They may be able to just send it to me. Yeah, yeah, we can do that. I gotta remember how to get there. That's all. Jennifer's the one that helped me get there before, so I'm sure I can if I use my phone with Google or whatever. But or maybe I can just get Jennifer to ride with me, one or the other. Yeah, we definitely need to probably check the air pressure in the tires and all that. And in fact, he can look at them with me too, because there is Now you can see a little bit of cracks on it, but nothing really serious, and see what he thinks of the tires, if he thinks they'll be okay or not. If not, then we're going to have to make some fast adjustments, and that will be find some tires for it. But these are pretty good sized tires, and they're pretty heavy duty. And I know they're not going to be cheap if I have to buy new ones, and I don't have to buy new ones. I'm talking $600 for 4 tires. Yeah, I've got the address. I just have to call the lady before we come. She's an older lady, and I don't want to show up there and scare her half to death either. So I'd rather let her know we're coming and about what time we're going to be there, so she'll know. Unfortunately, none of her menfolk are around because the guy I bought it from, he works out of town. His brother's not around. The grandfather is divorced from the grandmother, so he's in another state, I think. So there's nobody around except for the grandmother that knows anything about it at all. Now, if the guy I bought it from, the young guy I bought it from, was around, I'm sure he could probably give me some good tips on a lot of it, tell me a lot of it, but he's not around. I mean, once I know what to do, it's not a problem. I can probably figure some of it out. Yes, I did get the RV, sincerely. Sierra, how you doing, sweetheart? I'm thrilled that you actually come online finally. Good to see you. I hope not too, Velvet. Yes, Velvet, we got a 35-foot camper, a big one. Got a good price on it. We're gonna do some work on it and clean up and stuff, and but it's got 3 of the big slide outs on it. Big living room, nice beautiful kitchen. The bedroom, the master bedroom has a slide out. Got 2 desks in it. It's a really good sized camper. You know, it's been sitting for a while, so it definitely needs a really good cleaning and a little fixing here and there, and I'll probably recoat the roof with Cool Seal and make sure there's no leaks after we move it. And your dad's supposed to be gonna make a shed for us for storage, but listen, don't go away, Sierra. Sierra, I'm gonna tell Nanny you're on because she probably want to come on and say hi to you. So I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Just wanted to get my wife on so she could say hi to the granddaughters. Oh, you been sick too, Sierra? Yuck. It sounds like you've both got sinus infections. Wow. That's not good. Yeah, Sierra and Trinity, if you two would like me to, I got some pictures of the camper. I'll be glad to send them to you so you can see them. What it looks like right now. It's gonna look different when we get done with it, but I'll send you what we've got. It's definitely gonna be a lot more comfortable than the camper I had here, which I think you both saw that one. I don't remember if you did or not.
Hey,
What?
tell them not to post it on Facebook.
Oh, the camper? Oh, yeah. Okay, I will. But Sierra and Trini, both of you, Nina doesn't want you to post it on Facebook. She wants to kind of keep it to ourselves. Certain relatives, we don't want to know about it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that was lucky 7. He hasn't been back since, I don't think. Yeah, we possibility we may need it eventually. I'm not sure yet. Velvet, I'll talk to Francis. Ariana, wow, I can't believe it. You're on too. My goodness. How you doing, sweetie? Look at all this. All, my granddaughters are all coming in. How about that? I'm surprised Caitlin hasn't jumped in yet. Well, that's good. I'm really glad and I'm thrilled that you remembered to come on the live stream. Oh, you want to tell your grandmother there, Betty, that Nana and Papa, we found a camper. We got one. We're not posting anything about it on Facebook. I want to keep it off Facebook. It's just between us. So, but if you guys want to see some pictures of it, we're gonna be doing some work on it and stuff. But I'll be happy to send some for you and Cadence to see. I guess I better tell Nana you're on too. I don't know if she knows it or not. Yeah, Oriana, sincerely, Sierra is Sierra, just in case you didn't know. Is Cadence up too still, or just you? If she's not, tell her that Nana and Papa said hello and we love her. Yeah. Okay, Velvet. Hello, Max. 2021 is boring, huh? That sounds like a troll statement to me. Yeah, Ariana and Sierra, I think Caitlin was on last night. I'm surprised she's not on tonight. That would have been nice to have had Caitlin on. Maybe one of y'all can text her and tell her to get on. Then I'll have quite a few of my granddaughters on. Trinity, Sierra, Ariana, then Caitlin. Only if people that are on our Facebook um, watch my live, which I doubt they do. Because I usually, as everybody knows, I normally use Nana's Facebook. even though I have one myself, but it's more focused on the art stuff. But now that Timmy says he's got a 18 or 16 or 18-foot bread truck I might could use for storage, that might solve the storage problem, and I can take the 12 by 12 shed and go ahead and turn it into a studio if everything fits in that truck. It seems like we got more than 7 people in here. Oh, Velvet must have lost connection, and I guess Max already flew the coop. You messaged her? Okay, good. Maybe she'll jump on and say hi for a little while anyway. How many of my granddaughters actually get on TikTok? You probably all do, don't you? You get on TikTok? Everyone, that's what I thought. I'm wondering, we've had, well, Recon will tell you, and even Ken, we've had times where, for some unknown reason, there's been a couple of days we got a bunch of people from TikTok came in just trolling us, kind of being mean, basically saying stupid things. But it just seems like you can tell when somebody comes from TikTok onto YouTube into one of the chats because they always say something dumb, like 2021 is boring. Don't say hello or nothing. Just come out with some weird statement. Well, if I painted on TikTok and they were as dumb as they are when they come on here, probably not the place I want to paint. Well, yeah, you probably are right, Sierra, because I can't imagine millions of people on TikTok acting like a bunch of idiots all the time. Because a lot of times they actually tell us that they came from TikTok. Oh, she can't get on tonight? Oh, that's too bad. Well, I've got lots of videos that can be put up on TikTok, but aren't they limited to really short videos? Couple minutes or something? Up to 1 minute. Yeah, that's kind of tough to get a painting video on 1 minute. It would have to be super fast. Yeah, that could be done, Sierra. And I could do, of course, YouTube does shorts now too for a minute. I could do something like how to paint a pine tree. You can do that in a minute if you're prepared and you're all set up to do it. Even a birch tree or different trees or whatever, um, different things in painting you could do in a minute. Yeah, send it to me, Sierra. I'd gladly watch it. Yeah. If we could pull some good people in here, that would be fantastic. But getting it down to that 1 minute's gonna be the tough part. I guess you'd have to take grab some shots from every 5 minutes or something. I bet Trinity, I bet you did the, pink hair thing on TikTok, didn't you? I'm just guessing, because you did it on Facebook, so I got a feeling you probably put it on TikTok too. How many people are following you on TikTok, Trinity? And Ariana, I'm assuming, are you on TikTok too, Ariana? How many following you if you are? And Sierra? How many followers did you get? Huh. Yeah, you ought to try it, Ariana. Definitely should do a little one of art and see how it does. I'd be interested to know. Sierra's got 5,000 followers. Wow, nice. Have to have her do a small video and just tell them to send them over here. Say, check out my grandpa's paintings on YouTube, or go to my live. Wouldn't that would be amazing to have hundreds of people show up on a live? You made 11 of them, huh? Well, I actually kind of thought of that when I saw you the last one you did when you with the pink hair, because that one wasn't that long. I don't think it was more than a minute. I figured you put that one up. I think I don't know if you were singing in it or something. Ariana, definitely do some of your art real quick on TikTok and see how it works. Let me know. I'd really love to know if you got followers in doing art. That's the one thing that stopped me because I don't know if they would actually follow it or not. You only have 11 followers, Trinity? My goodness. How many followers do you have, Ariana? You got 30 also, Ariana? That's good. That's a good start. Sierra must be on there a lot, be very active. Um, to have 5,000 followers. That's amazing. That's great. That's great though. You got 5,000 followers. I don't care if it's TikTok or where. That's a lot. Um, Probably not, Ken. Most hospitals, they buy reprints and stuff like that. They don't buy original stuff. Collectors collectors is all about really is when they actually buy your paintings and they like your style, people become a collector and they'll just keep buying your stuff. Yeah, Recon's still here. Excuse me. Yeah, that's all it takes is you could probably be getting a lot of followers too if you did more with it, Trinity. You gotta kinda work on it. Evidently, she puts a lot more time into it than you do. You did? Okay, great. Yeah, definitely I'll look at them, Sierra. Don't they give you some kind of points or something on TikTok, or how do they make money on TikTok? That's the best question. How do they make money? Or can you make money on TikTok? I know I haven't had any luck with Instagram at all. If you got 5,000 followers, are you making anything with 5,000 followers at all? Or you're not focusing on that at all? I mean, you should be able to make something, I would think, because and I would if I were you, because it'll help buy your art supplies. At least make something to enable you to paint more and not have to pull it out of pocket all the time. Because that's my concern with even with YouTube is that's why I want to get monetized, so I at least get something, even if it's not a lot coming in. You know, even if you made $10 or $20 a month, you can still buy a couple tubes of paint, and that always helps. Yeah, it's the same kind of as like YouTube. I mean, they all add up. Well, that's too bad, Trinity. I was hoping you might be making something on it. 100,000 followers to really make money. See, with YouTube, you can make money with 5 or 10,000 followers if the people are watching your content. It's the view hours that helps a lot. And because you have to have the view hours to get ad revenue. So if you're getting the ad revenue with view hours, the likes, comments, and stuff like that, they all add in together. As I'm sure you girls know already, there's YouTubers out there that make millions of dollars a month. There's one guy, the best YouTuber there is out there, he makes I don't know how many $1,000,000 a month. Yeah, to get constant views, you'd probably have to be doing something on a daily basis of some kind. Yeah. And that's what I like about YouTube is you can post videos here and they can be being viewed a year or 2 down the road still. You never know. I mean, more than likely they would be. But as long as you're putting new content in, it's kind of like rotating it all, plus doing the live streams. Also, there's actually an account you can make with TikTok for painting by itself. That's it. See, even YouTube doesn't have a particular category for painting. You kind of have to guess where you want to put it. How to is probably the most common one for it. But it could be even classified as entertainment because painting is entertaining. I mean, there's other things that it could be going into, but now, from what I've read and heard and listened to on other people on YouTube, the categories mean less and less all the time. It really just doesn't matter what you use for category because people just use a search bar and it doesn't matter where you are. Main thing is get your tags right, your descriptions and all that stuff in there. Well, that's good, Velvet. That's good. You should be okay then. Hopefully, no fever. That's a good sign. Yeah, you're right, Sierra. If you really focused on just doing artwork, you would probably get a lot of repeat people every day or every week or whatever. They'd be watching for you all the time. Ariana, I'm tickled that you came on. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, you'll keep coming on whenever you can. And have a good night, sweetie. We love you. And say hi to Cadence for us too. Tell her we love her. Have a good night. Oh, I see. So they kind of gear it toward whatever subject that you want to participate in. Don't forget to hit that that like thumbs up thing there before y'all leave. As you can see, Ariane, everybody's friendly here. We don't put up with any baloney from people, and we keep it nice for everybody. I have Recon. He's my axe handler. He axes the people that are stupid or rude to people, and Ken will too. And uh, most everybody's a mod. Um, don't leave just yet. I mean, I'm going to make you a mod if I can find your name here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There. You're a mod now, Ariana, before you leave, so you can actually do something if somebody says something offensive to you. Anyway, have a good night, Sierra. Sweet dreams. Yeah, I guess I need to probably take a look at it at some point. Um, I'm assuming TikTok you can get as a phone app too. Yeah, I know you're here. I was talking to Ariana because I told her to not leave yet. I wanted to make her a mod. Okay, so it shouldn't be too awful difficult to sign up from that and do 1 minute videos and pop them up there. I could probably, I don't know. if my phone will do the pause button or not for recording. I'll have to try it. Could kinda like go from one of my videos and take just pieces out of a video and then post them up. Good question, Ken. I was kinda wondering if, Recon won anything yet either. He's slow on, he's really slow on the crossword, so he's probably even slower on bingo. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I set up a green screen here too, so in fact, I think I was gonna do one with you when you were here, but we never got out there to do one. 'Cause I've got a really big one and a small one. I always wanted to put one behind me here in the office, but it was kind of a pain in the ass to do it, so I never did. A-OK, Recon, that's have you got through one of them bingo tickets yet? Have you win anything yet at all? Oh, I see. Yeah, that might work. I have to play with it a little bit and see how it works. I'm assuming you can delete a video if it doesn't look good or whatever. Is it somewhere in the video, like at the end of it, you could put like a link to my, say, to my YouTube channel? Or you'd put it in your description or something. Oh my God, Recon. That's gonna be all night for you. We won't know if you've won on that one card probably for a week. Okay, Sierra. Yeah, I see. You put it in the bio. Yeah. I know. I guess there's chat there too because I think it was ABS that comes here sometimes from another channel from Brad's before. That's when we got the trolls once. He posted the link to YouTube in chat, and that's when we got all the trolls. I think we got like 8 or 10 trolls that night, and they were all rude little pricks. All right, Velvet, have a good night. Thanks for coming. Take care. I hope the boy is good. Hope he gets better by morning. Yeah, we're shutting down here in a few minutes anyway. It's been an hour, so. That's probably what he did is he left my link here to the live in a comment. Okay, Sierra, thank you. Love you, sweetie. I'm tickled that you came over and chatted with us. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you some more here, at least while we're here at the house still. And we'll talk to you later. I'll definitely get back to you on the TikTok and if I have any questions. Take care. Yeah, that could be Ken, and I've thought about that, but if oh, Velvet left me a sticker. Oh, thank you, Velvet. That's the first sticker I've seen in a while. Super sticker. All right. Nice. I love you too, Sierra. You take care. Yeah, definitely throw it in a comment on TikTok and just tell them to be nice when they come. Love to have some people on the live chat. It helps a lot. And we'll talk to you later, Sierra. I love it when my granddaughters all show up. Just makes my day. Makes my day. And their grandmothers, because even Frances has the phone now, so she can read along too. I know she doesn't talk much, but at least she can read along and see her granddaughters on and say hi to them. Yeah. Anyway, Ken, as I was saying, I've thought about it, but when I was younger, learning how to paint myself, and I kind of have mentioned this before in the past. Um, if people were just watching just for just watching, like they did, if they weren't interested in actually painting, a fast video is fine. But if people actually want to learn how to paint, a fast video is no good because there's nothing more frustrating than if you're watching a Bob Ross video. If you don't believe it, try it. Try to paint one along with him. You'll never do it. Never. Even if you buy his books, you'll probably still never do it until you get a lot more experience, and then you could. Well, if I do something on TikTok, it's only going to be for that would be something fast. It would be a minute. Um, it would probably be a while before I may try that. I got too much going on now anyway. If I do TikTok, it would mainly be something to funnel people from TikTok to come over to YouTube to join my channel here. This channel on YouTube will always be my main focus. Yeah, and I understand that, Trinity, so that's fine there. My focus on TikTok talk would not be to teach art. It really wouldn't be. It would be just to show the videos, how the painting process goes through really quickly, start to finish, like you said, and that's it in 1 minute. And then they could also come over to in my profile and jump over on YouTube and watch the full videos if they wanted to watch the whole thing or if they wanted to learn how to paint or participate in the live chats. But the main thing would be to get people to come over because obviously that's not going to do. It's not teaching over there. It's just a medium for me to get people to come here. So that might work out pretty good. Hurry up and win that bingo, Recon. Then you can get some stickers. Loser. Oh my gosh. Was that a $5 bingo? The odds are probably like 1 in 3.8 or something, or 1 in 4.0. They're not that good. I'm showing it right here on YouTube. That's pretty much the world. A lot of people go on YouTube. They're just not finding it yet. Although we do get quite a few, we get more views than people think we do. They're just not commenting and stuff like that. And thank you for the compliment, Ken. I appreciate it. I kind of half expected maybe Jennifer might come on tonight, but I guess not. Well, anyway, it's been way over an hour, so I think we're going to go ahead and shut it down for the night, guys. I need to get some sleep. I was really up late last night. I think I was up till about 5 o'clock this morning, and then I get up at 8 o'clock. I think I got about 3 hours sleep. So, oh, that sounds good, Recon. Night Trinity, I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you supporting me. I love it when my family supports me, especially. Well, that's a little bit better odds than they are in Florida, Recon. That's for sure. So that's all I can tell you. It's more like a 1 in 4.0 in Florida. You have a good night, Trinity. I hope you get feeling better, sweetheart. And I'll see you tomorrow night if you're on. So take care. Ken, thank you for coming. As always, you're definitely a good supporter of the channel. I appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow night too. Stay safe and healthy. Recon, same to you. You're always you're definitely here all the time, and we appreciate you being here. And I know you support us, and I definitely appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys being here all the time. It's you're kind of like the foundation of the channel. So you all have a good night and take care and stay safe and healthy. Good night, everyone. She already got off it, but I'll tell her you said good night. Thank you, Recon. I'll tell everybody said good night. Good night, all.